don't forget to subscribe for more reviews. Please also like. Thank you.
Hello there everyone, this is Tom, and today we have the privilege of taking a look at the Toy World TWC04 Allocator. This is their version of a Constructicon, what was his name? Hook? So, taking a quick look at the box, you can see it's got a nice little picture of Hook here, TWC04 Allocator, ages 15 plus, top of the box. Side of the box, you got the picture of their Constructor, I think is what they call him, their Devastator. Back of the box, you get instructions and things as far as not to eat anything in the box. You get that. You get the Toy World brand on the bottom. Yeah. Opening up the box, we get instructions on how to do things and a sticker. Inside of the box you get a foam insert and you get this stuff. He comes with a gun, which you can't see yet because it's so far away and it's in shadow. He comes with a head, and I'll show all this stuff off a little bit better here in a minute. He comes with a baggie of parts, and he comes with the figure. The box comes with the figure itself. Okay. Is there anything under the foam? Probably not, but we'll see. Empty box. Okay. So, with that in mind, we'll get rid of the box. We'll get rid of the instructions. And we will go from here and take a look at this figure. Alright. So, real quick, let me do some size comparisons in this mode. Here is Allocator with Masterpiece Inferno. This is the only other Masterpiece scaled robot that I have currently available. The rest of them are in storage at this moment. And as you can see, I mean, he's longer than Hook here, Allocator, but not by much. These are definitely MP scaled. He's definitely MP scaled. Yeah. Here Allocator is with his Legion scale compatriot, because I like showing those off. Here he is with Legend scale Bumblebee. And let's see here, to give you a sense of scale, from tip to tip, he's coming in at 7 inches. I hope that's coming off on camera. 7 inches. Okay. And from top to top, or from wheel to top, looks to be about, from my perspective, 3.5. Hopefully that's coming off. It's 3.5 on there too. Okay, so there's that. Initial impressions. He has die cast in him, which is to be expected from a Masterpiece figure. I like the green. I like the use of translucents. He cleans up well. I mean, you don't really see any robot underneath. I have the repro label set for him. I just haven't... Wait, do I have the repro label set for this guy? No, I got the repro label sets for these guys. Sorry, getting confused a little bit. I know they're making repro label sets for these guys. That's how that works. Yeah, okay. Alright, this thing extends. It goes that far. So with it fully extended, with the boom extended, it comes out to just past 11 and a quarter. Okay. This little hook rotates up and down. Okay. The boom arm can swing left and right, although it gets hampered by these somewhat. Let's see here, is there anything else? You can put his weapon right there if you really want to. Okay. As far as initial impressions go, yeah, he's okay. Now, let's take a quick peek at his accessories. This is the gun that he comes with, and it's got some red picked out on the details, and it's got some nice molding. That's about it. You saw it fit on the mold. It fit on the robot, on the alt mode. He comes with the Devastator head, which yeah, does this one light up? Yeah, it does. Okay. Red glowing eyes. Okay, so we've got that, and it's got some just gray paint right here. I don't know how well that's coming off. And those are translucent, and he's got dead eyes otherwise. He's got red right here. That face is silver. And it's got a little red paint right there for some odd reason. I don't know why. Okay. Back of the head. Okay. This baggie of parts belongs to, I'm sure, some figure for a fix. Not really sure which one. I'm sure we'll get to it. Whichever one it is, I don't think I have any problems with any of my figures, so if we need to, I'll replace. If not, they'll just stay in the baggie. Alright. Alright, so now it's time for transformation. And I will tell you all up front, I have already transformed this guy once, and it wasn't entirely difficult, but it wasn't exactly easy either. So, I mean, it wasn't bad cube bad, but it wasn't exactly hard either. It just, it was involved. So, let's begin. First thing you do, and I made sure I followed the directions. You lift up these two little panels right here are going to form, they're going to form the feet. These are your feet right here. Okay, so next thing you need to do is there's two little clips right here, two little clips, and they need to come up. So make sure you get those up, otherwise you'll damage, you have the potential to damage your figure. Let me put it like that. And always remember, paperclip is your friend, especially if it's nice and stout, so that you can you know, get stuff out if you need to. Next thing you need to do, there's two little flaps right here. Just pull these down, flip your bot over, open those up, and tuck these in. Open these up, and I've got a stress mark right there. Open these up and tuck these in. As you notice, and pull this connector port up. As you notice, we now have access to the thighs right here. Okay, so separate your legs just like that, and just rotate. Nice clickety clackety joint. Just rotate down. They're connected right here a little bit. Connect, pull down, and as you notice, when you did that, when I did that, the whole thing accordioned down. we'll get to that in a minute. Okay, at this particular moment in time, you can push this connector pin back, push these in, and they'll just fill in this gap here real nice. Take your feet, pull them down, and here's your foot. And here's your foot. And this is the lower body all complete. I mean, that's pretty much it. That's it right there. I wonder, this looks like it's got a hinge on it. Does this come up? I mean, it's got, no, this is what, huh, well, it's got a hinge on it. I wonder what that's for. Off topic, Tom. Alright, sorry. Accordion this back down. You don't need that just yet. Now, the arms, I'm going to raise up the camera here just a little bit because he's going to get tall. Alright, so the arms here are a special little bit of work. Here's the, this part of the arm right here. What do you call that? Crap, I can't remember. I'm getting old. Here's these wheels, and here, you know what, never mind. Come up here and just kind of loosen things up a little bit. Okay? Pull these out just a tinch. Okay? You can pull them forward if you want to, I don't care. And then just kind of separate them. There's a port and a plug right here. Pull these arms out to the sides, just like this, okay? So that he looks kind of like that. Now, bring them up on both sides, and these things are interesting. I'm not sure what they're trying to do here, but they collapse in on themselves. Easiest thing I found to do is just kind of extend them, and I'm not sure you're supposed to do that, but it actually works. I mean, it sounds like you're breaking something, but you're not, at least not that I've seen. Open up this section, bring out your handy dandy tool here, reach in here and get your hand out, being mindful of the fact that these fingers are ball jointed and would probably happily break on you given an opportunity, so be mindful of that. Let's do that on both sides. Bring your arm down and orientate it properly for your elbow. Open up this cavity here and dig your tool in there and see if you can dig out a fist without destroying the finger. Okay, and close that panel down, rotate your fist around. Okay, and then we just position the flap. The flap is on a double hinge. Just position the flap to satisfy you. Now, if you notice, right here's his head. You just open the chest cavity up here, and you can just rotate his head up. There's his head. Hello! Alright, so we close up the chest cavity, just like that. Now, these little bits right here are intended to plug into these holes right here. And I'm worried that once they get in there, if they get in there too tight, we'll never get them out. So, for the purposes of this review, this slides down, just like that. Okay, did everybody see that? Slides down. Okay, and when this slides down, these are designed to go into these peg holes right here and help solidify the figure. Okay, that's how that's supposed to work. I mean, that's the easiest way to get them in there. See that? They're supposed to go in there right there, and they're on these hinges, and you push them in, and then you push this down all the way, and that will solidify it. Me personally, I'm not going to push them down all the way because I'd like to eventually transform this into something else. But yeah, this is his transformation. That's how he transforms. And real quick before I forget, I'm going to, he can hold his weapon. There's a slot in the gun, and he has a thing on his palm here, and without closing his wrist, I mean, he holds it just fine. Or closing his fingers, he holds it just fine. Alright, there's his transformation. So, for articulation in this mode, he's got a head on a ball joint, and it's got this transformation joint. So yeah, he's also got light piping, and let me see here if I can show that off. Is it doing anything? Can you guys see that? Yeah, it's glowing for you, isn't it? And if you notice, he's got that funky Elvis smirk going on. So there's that. Let's see, while we're hands-free, might as well take a really quick look. He's got this translucent chest. He's got yellow. On the purple. It's an interesting shade. He's got gray. He's got silver. He's got gray thighs. The translucent right here comes off. His legs, his hands. His hands are individual ball joint. Are they? Yeah, they're individual ball joint, and they're all in that kind of relaxed hand pose with his thumb here as an individual trigger. Alright, so back of the figure, you still get that striped detailing that you got in vehicle mode. Cleans up well, you get some silver there. Alright, so let's go over articulation. I said that already. We've looked at his head. His arm here is on a hinge swivel, so it goes all the way around. Well, no, it stops right here because of his kibble in the back. This is on a flap. His elbow gets you 90 degrees. His wrist is on a swivel. That's mushroom peg. We've already discussed his hand. Okay, waist articulation doesn't get hindered at all. Very good. He has hip flaps and butt flaps, so he'll be able to do, yeah, he can do the full American splits. Let's see. Maybe. Get that out of the way. Come on, big guy. Show us your splittage. He can do the splits. He can do the American splits. Can he do the Chinese splits? I think they refer to those as universal joints. I'm not sure what a universal joint actually is, but I think that might be one. He can do the Chinese splits. If somebody can tell me if that's what a universal joint is, let me know. I really need to know if I'm going to continue to do reviews what a universal joint is, because that's an interesting thing. Alright, anyway. He's got a thigh swivel built in right there at that joint. Right there. So, the knees. Let's see here. He's got, I mean, if you move this panel, you can get past 90 degrees. And that's far enough for me. His feet are on a hinge right here that you can see, and it's pinned in here, and they've covered it, so that's really nice. He's got a hinge right here, and you can actually see the tilt right here. I'm hoping you can see that. You can actually see the mechanism for the tilt right here where it's pinned. And that's a heavy-duty pin. That's not going to go anywhere. And they hit it with another piece of plastic. That's very considerate of them. So, if you really wanted to, you could actually increase this guy's height by simply just raising those up all the way. I mean, it kind of breaks the sculpt up a little bit, but you could. if you so desired. Yeah. And then he's got forward and back with those feet too. So he's pretty articulate. Or not articulate because he doesn't say anything, that's the incorrect word. He's rather articulated for a figure of this size. Now, size comparison wise, let's do some size scales. Okay. First thing we need to do is he's measuring in at just under 8 inches. Shoulder to shoulder, and I'm not doing this stuff. I'm doing from here to here. Shoulder to shoulder, he's coming in at 3.5. Alright. Let's see here. Let's put him in here with, let's start off with Movie Bumblebee. Okay. For you Classics fans, there he is with Classics Prime. And he's, again, Masterpiece Classics. Different scales, different universes, whatever. So, if we're going to compare him to a Masterpiece scale, what I bought this guy for was to put him side by side with this guy. Look down, man. And you know what? That works just fine for me. Toy World Allocator with DX9's Mitron. That works just fine. That's a great scale for me. They're supposed to be smaller than Mitron. That works, and that's what's going to be on my shelf. And that's what, well, he'll be in constructor mode, but you know what I mean. That's the way it's supposed to be.
Thank you for watching my Papa's channel. Please subscribe and like. Thank you.
Vitamin John. Operators are standing by.